Hello, everybody. It is Press Buttons. Welcome to another episode for the Tech Podcast Press Buttons. Now, this was going to be a video podcast, but unfortunately, there were some technical difficulties with me trying to publish it. So, unfortunately, this is not going to be a video podcast. Thank you for understanding, and please enjoy the show. Bye bye. Hello, everybody. It is Press Buttons. Welcome yet again to another episode for the Tech Podcast with Press Buttons. I am so glad y'all can be with me today. So, today we are going to be talking about I'm talking about some more Apple products. We have new Apple products that released today or got announced today. We had a podcast that I did yesterday. And that one, we looked at the iPhone 17. We also looked at the new iPad Air with the M4 chip. So today we're actually going to be looking at some more items that have released. We have 3 new items that got announced today. So I'll go and show it to you right now. And let's go ahead and take a look at them. So we have the MacBook Pro. Now with the, of course, they've had it with the M5, but we now have the M5 Pro and the M5 Max chip. We have the MacBook Air with the M5 chip. And then finally, we have the Studio Display XDR. We're going to take a look at all these. We're also going to compare the MacBook Airs with the M5 and the M4 chip. And we're also going to compare the MacBook Pro with the M5, the M5 Pro, and the M5 Max chip. So if you're on Spotify, lucky you, you're going to be able to watch a video version of this podcast. Now, if you're wondering, for those of y'all who look at and kind of watch videos on the new Apple iOS updates. They did announce video podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts. But I use if you haven't seen it already, with all the watermarks, I signed up for a 14-day trial for the Pro. But for those of y'all who have not noticed my other video podcasts, I use Riverside to record my podcasts, all podcasts I do. And it does not have support. There's only certain apps that are supported with Apple Podcasts. So hopefully they add Riverside for support in the future. But if you want to see the video part of this podcast, go check it out on Spotify. So you can watch the actual video part of the podcast. And same with the other 17 and iPad Air podcast I did yesterday. You can go check it out on Spotify, where I actually filmed it, or actually did a screen share. But anyway, without further ado, let's go and take a look at the new MacBooks and the new Studio Display XDR. So we're going to go and start by looking at the MacBook Air. So we're going to go ahead and click Learn More here. So it's now powered by the M5 chip. Before we actually look, they are going to be available to pre-order starting March 4th, same as the iPhone 17e and the iPad Air. That'll be at 6:15 a.m. Pacific time, which will be 9:15 Eastern. And they will all be available on March 11th. So that goes for all of the, also we have the Studio X Lake, so we're also going to look at that too. So we'll make sure to look at that as well. So let's go and take a look at the MacBook Air. So let's talk about the M5 chip. Isn't just an upgrade, it's a game changer, delivering phenomenal performance. Prepare for liftoff. Up to 18 hours of battery life. Won't call it a day until you do. It has a powerful platform of AIs, so it has Apple Intelligence, 512 gigabytes of storage, and 16 gigabytes of unified memory. Super fast, straight out of the box. It's on macOS Tahoe. Continuity features. All of your Apple devices work together seamlessly, so you can get things done faster and more efficiently. This is exactly why I really, really want a MacBook, is because of the integration that it has with all of the products, with all the Apple products. So that's why I really want a MacBook. But I do have this laptop that I'm using right now. It's a Windows. It's an Acer Nitro V15, and it's a gaming laptop. Y'all can look at it. It has an Intel Core i7 with a 4070 for the video card, for the graphics card. So yeah, I really, really love it. And I like to play games on it, which I know that MacBooks can play games on it, but it's not like aggressive gaming. Like I'm talking Fortnite or Call of Duty. Like I play like aggressive, graphic intense games where I don't know if the MacBook can necessarily handle. Not saying I'm talking bad about MacBooks, but like if they do come out with a MacBook gaming, like a gaming MacBook, then I'll 100% get it. But I do still really want a MacBook because of the integration that it has with, all the Apple ecosystem, which that's why I love Apple, is the integration in the ecosystem with everything. The MacBook Air is light as 2.7 pounds and less than half an inch thin. It's designed to fit easily into your bag so you can always take it with you. It's also made with over 50% recycled materials and has a durable recycled aluminum enclosure built to withstand daily use. There's two sizes, a 13-inch and a 15-inch. So there's 4 colors. So we have the sky blue, the silver, the starlight, and then midnight. I would get the midnight one. I think that one looks nice. But yeah, so that's what that. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go and talk about the MacBook Pro with the M Pro and the M5 Max chips. So let's go and take a look at the MacBook. Yeah, so M5 Pro, and M5 Max, one big powerful family. Artificial intelligence, longest battery up to 24 hours, which is a whole day out of a laptop. Also, something I really like about the Mac is that you can put like widgets on. I feel like you could do that on Windows, but I'm sure there's probably like a workaround and all that. And I just like the look of MacBook. Because I'm not saying Windows looks bad, but I would love to have a MacBook. Live activities. So I was talking about macOS Tahoe. So there's a 14-inch and a 16-inch. So the 14-inch is available with the M5, the M5 Pro, and the M5 Max, and the 16-inch model is available with the M5 Pro and M5 Max. The display is a Liquid Retina HDR display with 1600 nits of peak HDR brightness, and a 1 million by 1 contrast ratio. 4K videos and HDR photos look more true to life with deep blacks, bright highlights, and vibrant colors. All the MacBook Pros come with... Oh, look, there's me right there. There's me. That's me right there. Podcast, look at that. That's amazing. I love this photo. 3 Thunderbolt 4 or 5 ports, an HDMI port, and a MagSafe 3 port, an SDXC card slot. I feel like, do people even use SD cards anymore? I feel like that people would use it in like I need one for my Switch too because I'm close to running out of storage on it. But yeah, connect high-speed peripherals, transfer photos, drive multiple external displays, and power up instantly. The camera 12 megapixel center stage. Camera keeps you in frame as you move around in desk view, lets you share your workspace. Mics and speakers with studio quality 3 mic array and 6 speaker sound system that supports spatial audio and Dolby Atmos. The MacBook Pro brings incredible audio to any space. It's made 100% recycled aluminum in the enclosure. MacBook Pro is built to withstand daily use and designed to last. So it's just compare with the M1 chip basically. But yeah, let's talk about that. It's talking about like how much a beast is. But yeah, so that is that. Now we're going to take a look at the studio display here. I haven't really looked at these really before, but we're going to take a look at them here. But I just know they're madly expensive. That's all I know about it. Yeah, $1,600 for one. 27-inch 5K Retina display, 13.7 million pixels, 600 nits of brightness, 1 billion colors in a P3 watt color, 12 megapixel center stage camera with desk view, 3 mic array, 6 speakers with spatial audio, Thunderbolt 5, True Tone anti-reflexive coating, and nanotexture glass. It has a 12 megapixel center stage camera with improved image quality and low light performance. It has an updated 6-speaker surround sound system with 4 force-canceling woofers, produces 30% deeper bass, and 2 high-performance tweeters provide accurate mids and crisp highs. Altogether, it delivers more precise stereo imaging and is the highest fidelity speaker system ever created for Mac. Spatial audio immerses you in sound. It's like having your own personal movie theater or concert hall. When you're playing music or video with Dolby Atmos, all 6 speakers would work together to create sophisticated cinematic sound stage. So that's 2 Thunderbolt 5s and 2 USB-Cs. Daisy chain up to 4 studio display monitors. Studio display features 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports. One lets you connect and charge your Mac laptop, while the second can power high-speed accessories or daily chain additional displays. With 2 USB-C ports, you can connect external devices or charge your iPhone. So it pairs with your Mac, whichever Mac you may have. There's a choice of 2 stands. The tilt adjustable stand, the built-in stand provides 30 degrees of smooth, effortless tilt. The tilt and height adjustable stand option, a counterbalancing arm, allows for 30 degrees of tilt as well as 105 millimeters of height. adjustment and makes the display feel weightless as you adjust it. I'd probably definitely choose that one. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe that one, maybe. I don't know. A VESA mount adapter option for custom setups. The VESA mount adapter supports landscape and portrait orientation, and it's compatible with any 100 by 100 millimeter VESA wall mount, desk mount, stand, or articulating arm. So yeah, that's that. Dang, this thing looks really nice. Dang, now I want one. I wonder how it actually runs. Could I connect this to a Windows laptop? I don't know if I could. I'll have to look that up. I'll ask ChatGPT that. Yes, you can hook up a Windows laptop to a studio display, but there are a few important things to know first. What you need: the studio display, one Thunderbolt 3 USB-C port, 3 USB-C ports for accessories. It does not have HDMI display port or regular USB. It will work with your Windows. Your Windows laptop has a Thunderbolt 3 or 4. Your laptop has a Thunderbolt port, looks like a USB-C with a lightning symbol. You can plug it directly into the Thunderbolt cable, get full 5K resolution. It will not work if it only has an HDMI. I think I may just have a regular USB-C, I think. But yeah, but now it's time to take a look at the Studio Display XDR. This is probably going to be like an incredible thing. 3,300. Alright, 27-inch 5K Retina display with a mini LED backlight, precision for your vision. I like that rhyme. Precision for your vision. Pushes XDR further with 2000 nits, peak HDR brightness, optional contrast, and P3 plus Adobe RGB wide color gamut, which is, they call it a dream screen. And 120 refresh rate, hertz refresh rate, ultra smooth motion, and adaptive sync can adjust to varying frame rates. How refreshing. That is such a good play on words. I love that. 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports, daisy chain a second Studio Display XDR. See your work blossom. 12 megapixel mic, stage camera, 3 studio quality mics, and 6 speaker sound system come through loud and clear. Up to 1000 nits of SDR brightness, 2000 nits of peak HDR brightness, and 1 million by 1 contrast ratio with 120 hertz refresh rate. A mini LED backlight, 2,304 dimming zones deliver remarkably precise lighting for deeper blacks, brighter whites, and reduced hollow and blooming. Exceptional brightness and contrast, 1,000 nits of SDR is twice as bright as what's possible with Pro Display XDR, allowing you to work with more varied lighting conditions. Nits peak HDR is 25% brighter for outstanding contrast between highlights and shadows. It's talking about the 120 refresh rate, saying it's perfect for gaming. I'm 144 hertz monitor, and my laptop is 144 hertz also. P3 plus Adobe RGB, this remarkably wide color gamut allows access to both P3 and Adobe RGB color spaces, essential for designers and photographers, oh my goodness, who demand accuracy, especially when going to print. Nanotexture, less reflectivity, more clarity. For those who work in particularly bright spaces, inside or out, the nanotexture option reduces reflections to eliminate distractions while maintaining an excellent viewing experience. This thing is definitely a beast. Yep, so the 6 speakers, has spatial audio, Dolby Atmos support, contains 80% recycled glass and 100% fiber-based box, and 100% recycled aluminum. Okay, so that's that. So now we're going to compare the MacBook Air M5 and M4 chips. So on the left side is the M5 Air, and in the middle is the M4. I'm going to change this to a Mac Pro with the Intel. We're going to go and test that out. Oh, wow, that thing is crazy. All right, we're just going to set it on something a little bit weak. We're just going to say M1. We're just going to say MacBook Air. You want to look? Let's compare them. Here. I want to see what this is like here. Okay, M1. This does have Apple Intelligence. Okay, so the M5 and the M4 is over here. Okay, so the M5, the M5 and M4 both have a 13.6-inch liquid retina display. Of course, the chips are different. M5 and M4 chip. They both have Apple Intelligence. They both have 10-core CPU. Both have an 8-core GPU. Both have 16 gigabytes of unified memory. The MacBook Air M5 starts at 512 gigabytes, and the M4 starts at 256. Both have 18 hours of battery life. The M5 have 153 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth, while the M4 has 120 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth. The M5 has neural accelerators, but the M4 does not. Okay, so the storage options for the M5 are 512, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, or 4 terabytes. The MacBook Air with the M4 has 256, 512, 1, or 2 terabytes. Both of them have the same display. So really just a faster chip is really what we're basically just getting out of here. So nothing like incredibly like game changing. Something that they need to do for the MacBook Pro. They have to bring back the touch bar. I know for a fact everybody loved it. And they should also bring I don't know why they haven't brought Face ID yet. They should definitely bring that at some point. So the MacBook the M5 has a Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6. The M4 has a Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. Yeah, that's really about it. But yeah, that's really about it for the M5 and M4 MacBook Airs. Now we're going to take a look at the MacBook Pro 14-inch, with the MacBook Pro M5 and the MacBook 5M Pro, and also the M5 Max. So we'll also take a look at pricing, when we're done and all that. Actually, wait, we should probably go take a look at that right now. Here, let me go pull it up real quick. So with the MacBook Air, the 13-inch is $1,100, and the 15-inch is $1,300. Going to stop sharing real quick, just in case if it ends up wanting to show my my location. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it does say Apple Store pickup is currently unavailable. Because the devices are out. I just wanted to be sure that it wouldn't show my location, but I'll go and show it to you. Since it's not showing that. So we'll take a look like we're buying the MacBook Air. So 13 inches, $1,100, 15 inches, $1,300. So you get the 10-core CPU, the 8-core GPU, and the 16-core neural engine. That's $1,100. Or a 10-core CPU, a 10-core GPU, and a 10 or 16-core neural engine. That'll be $1,200. And of course, you can edit the unified memory that you want. Which of course, that's going to give you a good bit of different. Yes, the storage 12, 1 terabyte. All that. So I do not know, the Final Cut Pro is $300 and Logic Pro is $200. Logic Pro, I think that's music. Yeah, it is. Then Final Cut Pro is video editing. Trade in, and then you can buy it. And of course, Apple Care coverage as well. But yeah, so that's that. Now we're going to compare the MacBook Pro 14-inch, the M5, the M5 Pro, and the M5 Max. Let's go and take a look here. The M5 starts at $1,700, the M5 Pro starts at $2,200, and the M5 Max starts at $3,600. Because here we go. So only have a 14.2-inch liquid Retina XDR display. And of course, all the chips are different. The Apple Intelligence, of course. So the M5 has the 10-core CPU. A M5 Pro has 15-core GPU or CPU, and then the M5 Max has an 18-core CPU. The M5 has a 10-core GPU, a 16-core GPU for the M5, and the 32-core GPU for the Max. And then M5 for the M5, it's 16 gigabytes of unified memory. The Pro is 24 gigabytes, and M5 Max is 36 gigabytes. The M5 and the M5 Pro start from 1 terabyte, while the M5 Max starts at 2 terabytes. The M5 Pro, the M has 24-hour battery life. The M5 Pro has 22-hour battery life, and the M5 Max has 20-hour battery life. For the M5, it has 153 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth. The M5 Pro has 307 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, and then up to 614 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth for the Max. And that's honestly really about it. So the M5 has 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, or 4 terabyte. So they all start in the terabytes. Dang. M5 Pro is 1, 2, or 4 terabyte, and then M5 Max is 2, 4, and 8 terabytes. They all have 120 hertz refresh rate. That's really about it. So really the only difference that you're going to be getting out of all these it's just going to be like the chip and how powerful the chip is. That's really about all you're going to be getting out of it. So yeah. So now we're going to take a look at actually like buying a MacBook Pro. So we'll go and shop. So we can do the 14-inch. So you need, so if you want the M5 Pro or M5 Max, you need the 16-inch, but you can get, or sorry, M5. So for the 16-inch, it's only M5 Pro or M5 Max. With 14-inch, you can get all the chips. So like we would get the black. So there's only a black or space black and a silver. You can get the nano texture display, but further reduces glare and reflections, or you just get the standard display. Goodness gracious, you can get an 18-core CPU and a 40-core GPU for the M5 Max, like for an additional $300. Boost your processing and graphics, rendering speed, and accelerate tasks like large language modeling and 8K video work. Oh my goodness. Oh man, 96 watts power adapter. Gosh, 30. Oh wow. All right, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna max out 16-inch. We're literally gonna max out the MacBook M5 Max for the Pro. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a big mistake. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, look at the number at the top. Right now at $5,500, close to $5,600. Storage, we're gonna go to 8 terabytes. Oh my god, no, I can't. Yes, we're gonna install Final Cut Pro. Yes, we're gonna install Logic Pro. Don't want to trade in. $7,848.98. Oh my god. Like, what would someone, like, that's like for like CGI editing for like Disney or Universal movies. Goodness gracious. My golly. Okay, so now let's go to like we're buying. So we'll go to Mac. We'll go to the Mac. So Mac Studio. Okay, displays. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we can actually compare the Studio display and the XDR. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's take a look. Both of them have 27-inch. They both have 5K with 218 PPI. The Studio display has a 60 refresh rate, while the XDR has 120 refresh rate. Studio display has LEDs, while the XDR has mini LEDs with 2,304 dimming zones, 600 nit brightness for the display, and then up to 1,000 nits SDR and 2,000 nits peak HDR for the XDR display. They both have the P3 wide color gamut, but the XDR has an Adobe RGB with it. Both have True Tone, both have anti-reflexive coating, and both have nano texture glass. Both of them have the same mic and sound system. Both have the same ports for Thunderbolt. And yes, that's really about it. So basically what you're getting is just brightness, better LED, and the hertz. So you're basically paying almost $2,000 more for those two things. Or for those just few things. So we're gonna go like we're buying the Studio display first. Okay, so Studio display. So you can get the nano texture glass for $300 more. You can get the different stands. So the tilt and height adjustable stand, you have to pay $400 more. Oh my goodness. Okay. My goodness. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to the XDR display. Okay. So the XDR does have to come with the tilt and height adjustable stand. That's where Apple kind of gets you. Basically, let's say like something starts at, a certain amount of storage, and like say one is higher than the other. Like for example, we also got, the height stand, like that's better than just the regular tilt stand. And also maybe like, I don't know, the size of it, like for the MacBook Pro, if you wanted a 16-inch, like you wanted a larger laptop, you had to go with one of the chips, one of the M5 Pro or M5 Max chips. That's where Apple kind of gets you. They kind of throw things in to make it more expensive, but at least you are getting more out of it. But anyway, or you can get the VESA mount adapter. I would just get the tilt and height. I would just get the stand. That's all I need. We're going to look at an Instagram post from 9 to 5 Mac real quick. Apple accidentally leaks the upcoming MacBook Neo, which is the lower cost MacBook with the A18 Pro chip, which is found in the iPhone 16 Pro. It accidentally got leaked. So, see, MacBook Neo. So, apparently that's going to be I was wondering what they were going to call it. I didn't know they were going to call it like the MacBook Lite or just MacBook with a series chip or something. Apple was expected to announce its all-new low-cost MacBook as soon as tomorrow. So, that'll be, I'm just going to go and comment on this. I'm just going to say interesting. I spelled that wrong. There you go. Commented on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is the final day for Apple announcements, so please tune in. And thank you, everybody. Peace out, y'all. Bye-bye.